knees. I've been trying to figure out what it is, but I think it's that she doesn't bend her knees. It just walks like that. I can't do it with my hands.
Uh-oh.
Why is there a bunch of people that just won't accept quests?
Hello.
Hello. So we get the fruit sprouter, the snug blocker, snug hug, sorry. And there's no reason not to get the wisdom rod. Carling plate, wisewood vest, Rafka armor, I assume it's you. Oh, I can't afford it. Okay, we'll equip this stuff.
Hello.
World Ender. Yeah, but still not enough. Oh, I was hoping it'd have a different design. It's stronger though, at least. Wait, do you not have... No, you do. What to what?
Hello.
We don't really need it, but I put all this effort into getting it now. Oh, hang on. It might look different. What am I talking about? No, it doesn't look different because it will add to the appearance. I've just spent all my money, but...
Yes.
He gets his own store.
Hey,
Pick up some quests. At least the weapons they got look different.
Are you perchance Radsum?
Yeah, that's me. How do you know my name?
Teelan mentioned you. You are his fellow researcher.
Oh, I see. Teelan sent you. Him and Tyrea are still getting on okay?
Quite. Though she did give him a good scolding earlier.
Went to Alchemoth again, did he? I did warn him not to be reckless. But when it comes to his research, that boy has tunnel vision. To be honest, so does Tyrea.
Does she come here much as well?
No, hardly ever. She's even more focused on the work than Teelan. I couldn't begin to guess why she's so driven.
It must be about her mother after all.
Radsum, we have questions. About the Fog King.
Right, there's a bit much. It's
I see.
can't be bothered to
That's why you're so curious.
faff for
We
40
need more
minutes.
to go on. What can you tell us?
Because of the Telethia's ether field, the Fog King and his Fog
1 2 1 2.
Beasts seem, well, unable to escape Alchemoth.
Ether field.
Yeah. It's the means by which Telethia eliminate any excess ether that they absorb. Now, the Fog King and his beasts happen to give off an awful lot of ether.
I see. So all Telethia in the vicinity flock there, to feed on the ether. And, as a result, keep the threat contained.
Oh, this hot noggin of Kino. It get worse if not shut up.
But my ether, it worked against fog beasts, but not the Fog King. Or rather, it didn't even seem to make direct contact with him.
Shulk, Melia, would you do me a favor and head to Teelan's lab, borrow his Telethia research notes for me?
Sure, we can do that for you.
There's something I'd like to look up about the Telethia's ether field.
Understood.
On another note, we heard that you spoke out against the companions.
I voiced an opinion, yes. I can understand their impatience. Their ancestral home was right there. However, I couldn't abide watching them throw away more lives for nothing.
Nothing. Sounds quite stark.
At first, there were hundreds of us living here. But now, well, you've seen for yourselves.
And all because of the Fog King.
Yeah. So I think you can see why I said what I said. If we end up extinct, we'll have won nothing.
Well spoken. But I'm sure the companions would find those words hard to swallow. I'm sorry. Your people are no more free to go home than we are.
No need for you to apologize, Melia. In truth, it's not costing me any sleep. They seem to be catching on too. After all, they've stayed put since then.
When you put it like that. The people of Grandel, they're living under considerable strain, not knowing what became of their homes, and with no means of return.
But that's also true of Maxis. His people lost their homes too.
Yes, but they're feeling desperate, and it's making them unreasonable.
It too sad.
We were like that too once, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
That true?
But we learned, eventually. All because we wanted to protect the world. And we made that dream a reality. We brought down Zanza,
overcoming our prejudice gave us strength in unity, because we shared a goal.
Radzum's folk, the companions, and us as well. We all share the same goal.
Defeating the Fog King and returning home.
Sounds like job for Hero Punkino. Just let Nene at him.
Thank you, everyone.
Mama, what that thing?
It's getting bigger.
Is that...
The Eye of Sauron.
It's like the one we saw in Alcamoth, but much, much larger.
You're right.
Shulk, let's see if we can get closer.
Yeah.
Right, oh, fuck. Can we go up here? I mean, the game does appear to be telling me to go up here, so... I was just trying to climb the cool tower.
I can feel the power!
Yeah, the game was very excited about me being up here. The secret Zenith.
I can't go on.
Fuck. I was close.
Countdown going growl growl. Not to worry. Kino good at improvising.
Ooh. We miss one. No, 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 no.
All right?
Okay, sorry, I shouldn't have skipped through that because he seemed that was multiple choice then. Oh. looking for this, but I don't know how to get to it. Okay, I know I'm wasting a lot of time trying to do this. This does not appear to be the correct way. How do I get up there? If I jump, I will probably die.
Sorry.
See, told you.
This isn't going well.
Ah, it's just scratch. Even a very big scratch. Ooh. Meh! Rah! Ahoo!
I can't go on.
Ooh. Oh, screams. I'm here with the potato gang. I'm trying to get to an exclamation mark, specifically that one. A little too far away, because that fall will kill us. But I don't know how to get to. I think any of the top bit. No, potatoes, no! Okay, no, they just tricked me. We are dangerously parkouring. I found a secret area by doing it. See, I don't think this is in... I think I've already placed myself outside the sensible confines. Oh shit, fuck, no!
I'm... sorry.
A little too high up, but if I go in, then it's not enough. Okay.
I can't
Fuck.
go on.
Oops.
This isn't going well.
Not to worry. Kino good at improvising.
I'll have this quiet moment, Richard. How are you? Just over there. Oh, hang on. Is this within reach? This seems like... Yeah, but it's the wrong place. Is it the wrong place? It might be the wrong place. That one.
This isn't going well.
Someone need help?
Haha! This doesn't feel worth it at all, but whatever. Get... Ah! I didn't mean to click her. There we go, I found somebody's favourite meal. I'm not doing bad, I booked tomorrow off work, so it doesn't matter how late I play this. Fake castle! Right, fine. Right, let's continue. There is Sauron's in the sky. They call him the Fog King. What am I doing? What am I doing? So tomorrow, I will be starting Silent Hill 2. Which I'm told is a spooky game. Where's the game taking us? Yeah. I've been putting it on hold for ages, but like since there's a new Silent Hill coming out, I figure I should play the original so I can complain properly. I'll play the original first, and then I can be like, "Yes, you've got to play the original." But also, Blooper Team are a bit rubbish.
What is happening over there?
Hang on, oh, there's too much light on my invisible face. What have you done to those zebras?
Miss Melly, look ahead!
It's full of delicious invisible drink.
The fog.
Fog beasts?
Here they come!
No time for deliberations. Let's go, Shulk.
Got it!
Love the music in this game. So, there's an anime, you may have heard of it, called Bleach. For anyone who doesn't know what Bleach is, it's Dragon Ball, but instead of martial arts, it has ghosts. As opposed to One Piece, which is Dragon Ball, but instead of martial arts, it has pirates. Or Naruto, which is Dragon Ball, but instead of martial arts, it has ninjas. Anyway, why do they have a little spooky eye? So in Bleach, the main character, Ichigo Kurosaki, can see ghosts, and that's pivotal to the plot because all the characters he interacts with the entire series sort of exist in a ghost realm. They are invisible to the human eye, as is the damage they cause. So sometimes they'll get in big fights, and like nearby infrastructure will get destroyed, and it will always get blamed on the weather. They sort of forget about this plot point about 10 episodes in, but it's important in the early part of Bleach. Anyway, so that there's a sort of collective delusion about what happens when ghost things happen. People explain it away. Anyway, the point I'm making is that ghosts are invisible apart from people who are able to see ghosts. We have a phrase for that, it's called invisible. But the ghosts can also talk.
Shulk. The fog beasts were meant to be confined within Alchemoth.
I don't think that's where those ones came from.
And we don't have a
What do
word
you
for
mean?
things that are sound. Because
The rift made normal monsters transform into fog beasts.
no, that was the best beast. Audible gasp.
Oh, no, Grandel.
Ah,
What is matter?
the Armus could turn into fog beasts.
Meh, no one to picture that. Must hurry to rescue.
So yeah, like I'm confused conceptually about the idea of that ghosts can talk, but only people who are sensitive to ghosts can hear the ghosts. Because where is that sound existing? But then again, I guess ghosts, like, how do ghosts work? Light bounces off things, that's why we can see things. Like, I'm overthinking it, I appreciate that. Ooh. I did not realise that Oprah did spam texts. Fighting Jason Momoa.
Definitely do this.
Ready and able. Healy bullets.
Look alive!
The fellows are here.
Okay, let's finish this.
Nay, please.
Oprah finds a way.
It's over.
Never give up,
It's
spirits.
Oprah.
You're upon way. Nay need more. More.
Since I'm here, I should probably get that quest. I could just teleport. John, you're just... That's not a very good... You've just teleported 2 feet forwards. Yeah. The teleport lies. Did I finishing? I think you may have missed an entire game. Well, actually, that probably is quite common. I played a game called Golden Idol, Case of the Golden Idol. It's a bit like Oprah Din. That was quite cool. I finished it now. It was only like 10 hours long though. Burnt through that. But I guess this is only 10 hours long as well. Okay, but if I get that, I'm not going to be able to get whatever's up here. Ooh, where are we going? Do you know Oprah Din? Oh, here just in time. No,
Your instinct was right, Melia.
the cows.
Yes. Although, the rift's influence is spreading...
I'll explain Oprah Din first. Oprah Din is by the person who did Papers, Please.
Ransom, are you fine?
What's cool about Oprah Din is, well, it's set at sea, but
You
it's
can
about
explain later.
a very fateful ship
Seek refuge.
journey
Right you are.
that's set out from Falmouth, which is a place in Cornwall, which is neat. So Oprah Din, you're essentially an insurance person. You have a magic amulet that
those Armus.
If you use it near a dead body, you'll see the moments that when they die.
Show off crunching skills.
But if you find a dead body in those last moments, so you'll hear you'll see a 10-second vignette, and then you'll be able to walk around the immediate area while it's paused. So they're like everybody. Basically, you've got to find out the fate of every single person on that ship. And you find it by sort of time traveling, by finding people's final memories. But you need to fill out a book of everybody's names. So you've got a list of faces, everybody's names, and how they died, or their fate. They didn't necessarily die, but most of them died. They were very unlucky, because they got attacked by a kraken. Then they got attacked by merfolk, although they did try and steal something off the merfolk. And then there was a rebellion. Actually, the rebellion makes the most sense because, I mean, I'd be angry if I was on that boat as well. But like, a series of unfortunate events happened to everyone on that crew. But it's really, really clever. So it's not like a point-and-click game. The whole point of it is you actually have to like understand.
Was everyone all right?
Yeah.
You're reading
No
clues.
major injuries to speak of. All thanks to you, of course.
Kino accepts year supply. of
Yeah,
special
like
salvia
it's all the
fuel.
fault of the people that stole it.
Hereupon never has compensation. Where it say that?
Shulk, was it the rift's expanding influence that's responsible for our Armu's transformation?
Looks like it. We saw it happen before, too. Regular monsters turned into fog beasts, just like that.
That suggests more fog beasts will appear if the rift continues to spread its vileness. Consider, with the size it was before, the rift's effect was limited to the area within the capital. But now it's getting wider.
One moment. In that case, if the rift keeps growing larger,
All monsters everywhere could be changed by the fog.
we must find a way to fight back.
We'll need those research notes for that. Let's head for the lab.
Right.
And I cannot express how terribly clever how Obra Dinn does everything is. So like you go onto the ship, and because it's the end of the journey, right? We found the ship. There's only like a couple of dead bodies at the moment, and one of them's wearing a captain hat, so you know it's a captain. But you're like, oh, hey Barrett, you look at in his dying moments, and it's like the first mate going, "Ah, Colin, you bastard! Why are you shooting me?" And it's like, okay, I know Colin killed the captain, but like, so every scene, it widens the scenes you can dip in, but you're gonna need to keep going back and forth between scenes because you've got to pay attention to the uniform, who they know. So like the doctor's got a doctor's bag, so he's got a doctor's assistant. The French guy has a black and white stripy shirt. It took me fucking ages to realise, and I was like, he's got a French name. It's the 1600s or some shit. You realise that like there's a cabin crew and all their beds actually got unnumbered, so you can actually look at the crew's manifest to figure out a bunch. It's very clever. And it's in 3D. It's in 3D, but it's in a style that pretends it's like an old game. So it's all dithering. You know what that is? Like I dither constantly when I play games. That's not so. Case of the Golden Idol is a little bit like that. It's definitely manifest. Sorry, I read the word manifest. It's definitely it's definitely inspired by Obra Dinn. So Case of the Golden Idol has a similar thing, where instead, like, you're not a character in this world. You're just given a series of vignettes. You're given a paused scene of the moment somebody died. So, like, very inspired by Obra Dinn. And it's all got to do with his Golden Idol. And, like, so the very first scene is somebody pushing somebody off a cliff. But you can look in their bags and you can read their letters. And all the game wants is, how did they die? What are their names? So it'll show you their two faces, and you can read, like, their there'll be enough clues in the scene to gather that information. And the next scene is, oh, the golden idol's been passed on in the will. So there's a funeral. Actually, there's several funerals because it gets passed on a few times. There's a whole plot, basically, but you follow the plot by a series of deaths. And it's all... At first, it's always like, how did they die? What are their names? But what makes it clever is, unlike a point-and-click game, it's not about, like, finding the specific square to go into the specific peg, or imagine I said that the correct way around. You just you have to infer from the scene in front of you. And the way... There's always lists of stuff. So it's not like you put in the word Jeffrey and it goes, yes, Jeffrey, because you could just guess everyone's names. You've got to fill out like a list of stuff, and it will say, oh, a couple of these are wrong. So either it will say, oh, this is wrong, a couple of these are wrong, or this is right. So you'll always know if you're close. Yeah, it's really clever. It's brand new, and not enough people are talking about it. Hang on, looks like I could have just teleported somewhere. Good. To the sky bridge. So I completed that. I completed,
Villain! What do you want?
You stand in the way of a new age dawning.
Sis, I'm scared. It's all right. I'll protect you. And I'll work, I swear.
Behold, the widening rift in the sky. It's proof definite the world abhors you.
Spare me your ravings.
I found him. I found the body. I don't know if you're about, but she tried to assassinate us in the last game. She's good now.
Oh, Lady Melia, the hope of our race.
Gael'gar, what is this treachery?
Gael'gar, you
As you can
fuck.
see, I am sweeping away some pebbles. Their research is blasphemy against the commingled blood.
Don't you comprehend the import of what you're interrupting? The very future of our race hinges on their work.
You think this is the future? This reactionary struggle to revive what is long buried? The future of the High Entia is us. We are what the race ought to become. We are the true face of the High Entia.
If not for our ancestors, we would never even have drawn breath.
Ancestors?
It's never a good sign when they start
I
monologuing.
recognize them not. You, Lady Melia, are our progenitor. You were our beginning, and you will be our future.
Senseless drivel. If you would interfere with this research for the sake of spouting your nonsense, you do not deserve my mercy.
Melia.
Why won't you understand? Why won't you accept that we are the ones destined to lead?
You will not so easily refute our history.
So be it. I reject you. I will take the mantle and become father of our kin.
Yeah, it's a trope. Gael'gar. Fuck, he's level 70.
Definitely do this.
Let's fight Andros first. I believe it's supposed to make him look like a fox. Again, Bleach has a person I've seen in more than one anime. I mean, Brock in oh shit! No, one of the potatoes are down. Can't see where he's gone.
This isn't going well. Behold the power of the Monado.
Yeah, we're not strong enough.
Got what they deserve.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to play hot potato. Okay, we're gonna have to grind. Turning it to easy mode. And let's do some side quests while I'm grinding. I guess we'll go over here. Now, Skeeter.
We can't lose! Good job, everyone!
Nene need more! More! Kino plus sidekicks are non-defeatable!
We can't lose!
They need more match with Kino! Power dead upon Surf through Nene! Yeah!
You never stood a
Okay, I'm not sure what level I should go to, but it's going to take a while.
Once Nene get back! Winning just come natural to Kino!
Everyone, let's go! Alright, I'm feeling it! Good job, everyone!
Nene need more! More! Never give up, Spirit is here upon way!
Need a location with lots of enemies. This is where Agni was born. Level 16. No, that's it. Not a trainable thing. I need enemies to fight. Caterpies are too weak. It's Sector X. That's where the turtles come from, right?
Let's do this!
Nene weather any storm! Witness true power of hero born and training! Miles down!
I'm really feeling it!
Mr. Shelton! Kino quiet of Kino's feet! Big sis can get cuddle. Meh, but Nene tied too. Kino, you get cuddle first.
Why don't I cuddle with you both?
Let's go back here. Miles down!
Split edge!
Sword drive!
That was too easy!
Have to brag to dead upon once Nene get back. Never give up, Spirit is here upon way.
Okay. Then close to level up. Oh, he's a fog beast. He's more powerful. And he's gonna. They've got Riotor increasing the level. Oh, they'll beat you then.
Nene angry.
Oh, I'm gonna need to get the album for this.
I'm feeling it!
Can we aim for the creature that's trying to kick our ass, please? Because my favourite thing about Japanese games is they are quite willing to put loads of money into the soundtrack. Well, this is level 70, which is why we're struggling against it. Pesky bee! Oh, that's got us our level up. They level up as well. Oh yeah, we only beat it because we're playing casual mode. I was going to say, level 70 otherwise would be quite difficult.
Didn't Amy knock off some? Never give up, spirit is hereupon way.
Okay, how close are they to another level up? Alright, we'll try the boss again. Options. Casual off. Never game, because it's been a couple of hours since I saved, so. But oh yeah, so the point I was making is the closed eye thing, sometimes it's to make people look like foxes, which means they're untrustworthy. Because foxes are tricksters. Though sometimes, I don't think that's always the case, because again, Brock from Pokemon always has his eyes closed. But sometimes it's to show confidence.
Alright, I'm feeling it. I'm alright, thank you.
See, this level 68 is suddenly a lot more difficult when I'm not playing on casual. Okay, as long as I take the fight seriously, I reckon we'll be fine. Sorry, you are a boss fight. You could help me.
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights.
We can definitely do this. Milano, lend us your power.
Mr. Show, making Nene proud. Remember, heroes born.
Everyone,
A little nervous. Okay, because we're missing the... Oh, fucking hell. The way we just did that took loads of damage. Okay, Potato is down. Okay, whatever that was, it just killed us instantly. So I save a fox. Does that have a fox called Juniper? Because I may have heard of that channel. Right, gonna turn. They're quite common in the UK. I don't think I've ever seen a fox though, but like Cornwall should have loads of them. But people are bastards to shop foxes in the UK. Especially the posh folk who like hunting them. Because they're a bunch of bastards. Not the foxes. There we go.
I'm feeling it.
But yes, I like foxes. Yeah, in the UK, posh people literally go and get horses and dogs and hunt them. It gets... I think it's technically banned, but they still do it. Because they're all posh, they can get away with it. Yeah. So there are people who will go out their way to try and stop it. Like there's people whose lives are dedicated to trying to, get in the way of fox hunts. But because you're trespassing, you're breaking the law. Then even though people who do fox hunts are currently breaking the law, because they're posh, they can get away with it. There's lots of fighting and stuff like that. Indeed. Ooh. Yeah, because there's one thing to like if you're a farmer, because I appreciate foxes eat chickens. But these definitely, and they technically would be farmers as well because they own land. But it's, yeah, they literally get on horses and they have, dogs trained to find and hunt them and tear them apart. It doesn't even seem like hunting. Like I know, hunting's a big thing in America. You wear your orange jacket and you get a gun and shoot a deer. Which isn't a thing I'd ever be into, but that does sound like what is technically hunting, and not just sending a dog out to murder a small animal.
Almost there. It's over.
Yeah, it's really barbaric, and then most of the UK, it's not popular in the UK at all, but because it's just like weird and archaic and senseless. But occasionally, like Theresa May was going to unban it. It's like one of those things they try and slip it. And there was an uproar.
Everyone, let's go.
Tired of killer's feet. Fixes can get cuddle.
Yes.
But Nene tired too. Kino, you give cuddle first.
Why don't I cuddle with you?
I imagine there's lots of laws about American hunting in America and stuff like that, and not necessarily everyone opposes those laws, but to conserve the population. I've seen what's that show called? Yogi Bear, which I understand is a documentary. So I understand that park rangers are a thing. Well, we used to have bears and wolves in this country, and we killed them all. We killed all of the interesting animals we used to have.
We can't lose.
Hunted them to extinction. Somebody level up. Yeah, they... Though I understand they are trying to reintroduce. Yeah, in the UK, I think at the moment, like the most dangerous animal we have is a badger. Like there are no dangerous animals in the UK. I mean, there might be some big cats. Very. I'm not like a honey badger either, like just a normal grumpy badger.
Where am I? We can do it!
One good one, ain't that?
That's it!
Mr. Shoo! So fun! Nene swoon!
Everyone, let's go!
Nene ready and able!
Nasty thing! Dream is! Alright, I'm feeling it!
Nene's starting to get
Okay, I'll get shot to 69. Because that'll be nice. I'll try that boss fight again. Yeah, the sort of irony of Xenoblade games is, you know, they've got all these British accents and all this wildlife, and like, that's not a thing that you can have in real life. What are you doing out here, Potato?
Yay!
Oh. Bloody hell, thanks. Chloe. Not even finished that quest. I think they should put heights on those exclamation marks. What else have I completed? Escape Academy, which I don't think anyone watched either.
We can definitely do this! This is the Dragon's power!
It's a little game about escape rooms.
Never stood a chance.
Did Nene knock off socks? Kino could have knocked that one out.
Everyone, let's go!
Nene not like the look of that one. Witness true power of Hero 1 in training. Crackle fire! Tiny time! Yogurt stance!
We win!
Never give up, Spirit is here upon way! That feel like run of Mill.
Everyone, let's go!
Nene teach you up myself! Witness true power of Hero 1 in training!
Sorry, I've not spoken in a while.
Nene
I was thinking.
Nene's starting to get toasty!
Feel the power!
We need to do the level up. Oh yeah, that's what's happened to me. I'm trying to buy a property to live in a place so I can live in the place. I've somehow managed to save up enough for a deposit, and I somehow earn enough to get a mortgage so I could get literally the cheapest place. The problem about Cornwall, but the problem with Cornwall is it's a holiday destination, and so all the rich folk, they buy their second homes here, which means nobody local can afford anywhere, and it's a fucking nightmare. It's a real big... So I actually found a place within my price range that I liked, and they're like, yeah, you can have a look at the place in like 10 days or whatever it was, and somebody bought it before I even got to look at it. Didn't even get a look at it. Literally didn't even get a look in. That was a shame. I don't know. I would have booked a day off or something like that. Like, I guess that's just how it works. But what they do is people can afford to like pay on top, and they'll sell immediately. Yeah, it's all shitty. Speaking of like wiping out all the dangerous creatures, I appear to have literally done that. So I guess that's an ongoing project. No, your levels are too low now. Oh, hang on, when did I get to 6? Oh, okay, I didn't really need to find them. Like, there was a bus station right outside it, and I was like, oh, like, that's super nice, and it was across the road, literally across the road from a shop that sells milk. And I'm like, oh, like, I did... The only downside is it's not in Truro where I work, but Turo's not going to have places. Turo's too expensive. And it's only me being whiny. I don't like to take a bus, but yeah, I might want to have to grow up. But and you know, it was a flat. I can't. It was an apartment. I can't afford it. I will never ever be able to afford to have a house. But I probably should just settle for something I don't want, because at least I'm not giving somebody rent money. Capitalism does suck. I think it's the UK house prices are really high as well. Parts of America house prices are super high as well. But it's like on a graph, the house prices have like doubled, something like that. It's in the last 10 years or so. I can't remember what it is, but it's like absurd in the UK. Yeah, because I had to live in that place. I can't find where the quest is. What's that? Like, I've got a weird list of demands. I'd like a bath, because I've not I've only got a shower, and I've not had a bath in like 20 years or something like that. I'd like my kitchen to have a door. Like, that's not like I'll settle for not having a but like it would just be nice to not have an open plan front room and kitchen. And this is like, and the most importantly is I need a wall. I need a front room that has a wall long enough for my PC and TV to sit next to each other and have all of my equipment in a row, like. And that's basically it. That's all I really want. And that is quite difficult to get. The other thing is this place because things like if I move out anywhere I've got weird vibrations here because I'm underground, so that'll be fixed wherever I go presumably, unless I'm imagining it, and then it won't, but at least I'll know.
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights.
We can definitely do this! Monado, lend us your power!
Pure blood got what they deserve. Know your place. Well,
And if it could possibly... Oh, it also needs to be close enough that I can get lifts to work. So there are places, like, outside of that range. Maybe I shouldn't be fighting...
Up you get, Nene. This isn't going well.
Maybe I should just be attacking Andros, the dude, Gael'gar, not the Andros. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a buff. It's not the most important thing, but like, if I can get it. The other thing about the UK is there's a really good video about this by a dude whose name I've forgotten. Is that all the flats are houses that people have crudely cut in half. They've added a wall in existing houses, and like that's how everyone lives in the UK now. People rent like a quarter of a house. People, by law, certain rooms have to have. Like right now, I'm in a basement. They've added a little extra room on the outside of where I live right now that's got the toilet in. So this was clearly a house that's been cut in three by floor. But this is quite big because I'm underground, and that's undesirable for other reasons. But like sometimes it gets really weird. But like by law, like rooms have to have windows in, certain ones. I found one where the toilet was in the bedroom, and it was just in this like corner, and I couldn't tell for ages in the picture. I will try just fighting him and not his robots.
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights.
The world!
I'm feeling it. Pure blood got what they deserve.
Lend us your power!
Okay, something happens that... Oh, he's made it so I can't attack anyone.
It's just scratchy. Even a very big scratch. Hey, wait for Kino!
Guess I need to drain more. I'm running out of things to... No, enemies aren't too strong. The game's too hard. Like... Maybe I need to find out where the strong enemies are. There's that spider from earlier. I'll fight him. Yes, Gibby!
Okay, let's finish this.
Speaking of strong neck muscles, my brother's gotten to the point in One Piece. So in One Piece, Dragon Ball Z but with pirates, there's a thing called the Devil Fruit, and Devil Fruit can give you powers. There are 3 types of Devil Fruit. They're called a Zone, a Logia, and the other type that I forgot the name of. Not Paramecia, it's something like that. Paramecia means something already. I'm getting to a point, am I? So the
Almost made me get back.
fuck, it's not Paramecia.
Come natural, Pequeno.
Google One Piece, Devil Fruit types, Zone, Logia, and all 7 types. What do you mean all 7 types? Paramecia. Okay, so there are Paramecia, Devil Fruit, there are Zone, Devil Fruit, and there are Logia. So Monkey D. Luffy, he's a rubber man. Actually, that's a bit of a confusing example. So, he has the power to be stretchy. He can punch his arms, and he's got very stretchy arms. He's a rubber man. So Paramecia things are just random ass powers. So Captain Buggy, who's a clown, has the power to split his. He can be split, so he can also do long punches, but by floating his hand away, and his feet have to touch the ground. There are rules. But like, there's somebody that can change their weight so they can fly into the air by making themselves very light, and then increase their weight again, and they'll crash down. There's somebody who can make their body parts explode, so he'll pick his nose, flick it, and the bogey will explode. One Piece is a very silly show. Somebody's got a wax power where he can just build little wax walls. That's the Paramecia fruit. The Zone fruit can turn you into like a vampire. Sorry, not a vampire, werewolf, but with different animals. So if you have the dog fruit, you can become a dog man. You can either have a sort of dog form, a man form, or halfway between the two. And if you're a Logia, you get an element like sand or lightning. And these ones are generally considered the most powerful, because how can you fight a Sandman? The answer is you have to throw water at him. It makes him punchable. But Lightning Man is much more difficult, unless you happen to be a rubber man. Then you're immune to the lightning. But there's like a light man who moves at the same. Anyway, they introduced recently a swordsman, because Luffy's right man is a swordsman, so he has all sorts of sword battles. But he's fighting a person who's got giraffe powers. And so he's got his he'll do a move where he'll spin, and the neck will like increase the centrifugal force for his sword powers. That was all just 10 minutes of me saying there's a giraffe man in the show. There's a character called Tony Chopper, and Tony Chopper ate the human fruit. Luckily, he's not a human, he was a reindeer. He was a reindeer with a blue nose, and all the other reindeer was mean to him. And when he became half human, half reindeer, then all the other reindeer fucking hated him. They just don't like that at all. But he thought he could hang out with the humans. But unfortunately, when he's in his human mode, he looks like an abominable snowman. So the humans hated him as well. But Tony Chopper, it looks like an adorable teddy bear person. And everyone keeps thinking he's a tanuki. But he's not, he's a reindeer. He has the saddest fucking backstory. So the plot of him is because he was hated by his family because he's got a blue nose. And hated by the humans because he looked like the abominable snowman. Eventually a quack doctor called Hiruluk took him in. And there were two quack doctors in the land of Drum. I'm just talking about One Piece while I'm doing training. Drum is a snowy land, that's why there's reindeer. So like the King of Drum decided to expel all the doctors because One Piece is heavily inspired by real life events, and this is inspired by the Russian Doctor Purge. But he's got 20. The King of Drum has 20 personal MDs. But he tricks. He does a trick. He says, "Oh no, all my doctors are ill. There are no doctors in the land," and he's trying to hunt down the few remaining doctors. There's a witch, and there's Hiruluk, who's a quack, who's awful. But he's trying to heal the land rather than the he teaches Tony Chopper, because Tony Chopper can't read, by the way. He's a reindeer. That the most powerful symbol there is the skull and crossbones, because it's the symbol for being a pirate, and it means that you can achieve anything. Because One Piece is about achieving your dreams. And one day, Dr. Hiruluk just fucking kicks Tony Chopper out of his house. He says, "I hate you! Get out of my house!" And by the way, Tony Chopper looks like an adorable teddy bear, so he's just like, "What are you doing? I just wanted somewhere. Get out! I hate you!" And Tony Chopper realizes that he's going to die. That's why he kicked him out. He just didn't want him. Hiruluk is going to die. His illness has come back, the one that inspired him to become a doctor in the first place. And so Tony realizes, oh, I can cure him if I find the paramecia, if I find the cure-all to everything. And he goes on this epic journey. He has to fight loads of reindeer who all hate him because he's got a blue nose. And he makes him a magical soup. He gives him a soup with these mushrooms. Apart from Tony Chopper can't read, so when the witch finds out, she fucking like, "What the fuck have you done?" It's like, "I gave him the soup, it's gonna cure him." It's like, "That's deadly poison. That skull and crossbones means it's deadly. What are you doing?" But Hiruluk drank it anyway because he loves Tony Chopper, and he couldn't turn him down, and he's gonna die anyway. But that's not how Hiruluk dies. Hiruluk dies because he goes to save the king, and it turns out the king tricked him. He's just trying to murder all the rest of the doctors, and he's like, "Oh, thank goodness, the land's fine." And then he explodes himself by drinking exploding sake. But he was going to die anyway, times 4. Anyway, just Tony Chopper has the saddest fucking backstory, is the point I'm making. There's a lot of like a tiny teddy bear boy crying. The witch eventually adopts him and teaches him how to be a real doctor. She's very mean, but like, is how she shows affection. Also, One Piece has its issues. It's Japanese, but when I say a witch, she looks. It's because when you first see her, she's riding a magic reindeer because he's a reindeer, but actually they're traveling up and down a rope. It likes using imagery from folklore, so that's why there's Father Christmas stuff. Rudolph, and Abominable Snowman and witches. It likes using all this stuff. Where was the cave I started in at the start of the stream? Was it there? Might be there. Was it there? No, it's there. It's there. Everyone's backstory in One Piece is sad, by the way. It's like nobody dies in One Piece unless you're in a flashback. Then you're in the most dangerous place in the world in One Piece. But it's especially sad because he looks like a teddy bear. Like, had he just approached the humans in his teddy bear form, they would have been fine with him, but he didn't know that. And when he's in his human form, he looks like a gorilla. He looks like an abominable snowman. It's Grotesque Dennis! I don't think you're Grotesque Dennis, but I have come here to kill you.
I'm really feeling it. We can definitely do this.
When he meets the crew, he's scared that they'll think he's a monster. And he just doesn't understand that he looks cute to people. And he shyly hides around corners, but he doesn't know how to do it properly, so he always does it with his legs out. So he's like that rather than like that. It doesn't, strictly speaking, make any sense, but he's a ranger. We don't ask those sorts of questions. But yeah, he's the doctor of the pirate ship now. He's their doctor. I don't think we're getting anything from finding these.
Let's keep up.
Sounds like we have to do the hustle.
We win.
Never give up, Spirit is here upon way. Nene need more. More.
What's all these quests about? You'd think there'd be loads of ways of getting spare points. Oh, there we go. This probably needed to get this ages ago. Who's it for? Oh, it's all Shulk. Okay. What do we want? Oh, I've not leveled him up in ages. I should do that as well. Arts. Yeah, this would probably help. So, and of course these as well, but
Oh.
I don't know what their best stuff is. Mile down. I'll get a mile down all the way up. She gets hangry. So these are all powers in the other game, but they've been given cutesy names. Yeah, that's all I can be bothered to do.
Oh,
Where's Mild down? There we go. How long have I been streaming? Okay.
brother sister pon. Hope they're not giving Mama pon too much trouble buckets.
Nene, there you are.
Something the matter?
Kino's been looking for you. Something about stubbing his toe?
Little pon never change. Nene will rub back later and go, there, there.
You're a good sister, Nene. Or maybe more like a mum. By the way, what were you doing out here, Nene?
Nene been reminiscing about Frontier Village, tiny bit.
I see. So, that's where you were living before?
Yep, in past, Nene always adventure into Magna Forest with brother sister pon and climb trees every day.
I assume you were the responsible one then?
That silly question. Nopon boys all good for nothing lazy bones. It all too much for Mama Pon to handle, so Nene have to help take care of brother sister pon and dada pon all full up.
I wonder what Ricky would have to say to that.
Dada pon, after he'd chosen for village hero pon and set off on great adventure with Mr. Schultz, house become total pigsty, hungry little pon underfoot everywhere.
Wow, I had no idea. Wait, was this after Ricky joined us? So that must mean...
Yep, before Nene became friends with Mr. Schultz and friends here. We actually met 1 year ago, back in Frontier Village.
That's cool.
Dada pon, stomach rumbly rumbly. Dada pon, need food. Dada pon, give grub.
You're kidding? I'm sorry, I feel kind of bad about this now. Though, in my defense, you've really grown. It's almost like you're a whole different Nopon.
Yeah.
In Nopon biology, aged between 10 and 15 often experience growth spurt. That why, when comparing Nene now and Nene 1 year ago, it's not too surprising if
Sounds
not
like they're cheating.
the same person.
It's still quite a surprise. I never knew that a Nopon could grow that much in a single year.
Now Mr. Schultz can rely on post-growth spurt Nene more than ever.
We can always count on Nopon. Us Homs could learn a lot from you.
But Nene have these moments lately when get teeny bit lonely. Shulk, such chowhound.
I don't think that was me.
Nene, prepare some grub. Tooth sweet. Now, Mr. Shulk, go call Kino and Miss Melia and tell to wash up.
Really, that's... We thought she was so grown up for always taking care of Kino. But really, she's just a kid.
I feel like it was pretty obvious she was just a kid.
She's lonely.
Mr. Shulk,
And I don't mean because she's an egg.
tell me too rumbly to move, or what?
I thought like it was pretty obvious that it was the big sister.
Mama?
I'll round up all the others. Then after, we can all chip in with a meal. It'll be more fun that way.
Mr. Shulk would not say no.
Okay. Yeah, they are powerful eggs. Egg potatoes. It's sort of a shame I played Xenoblade 2 first. I mean, I mentioned this before, but it's like the Nopon are in that game as well, but like they're like they're more technologically advanced in that game. And you have an egg, you have a Nopon join your team. Yeah, and he's not a great ambassador for the Nopon people. Ricky is a much more fun character. And I like these two a lot. Because Ricky's entire quest line in the last game is he just owes a debt to the village, and they're like, you become Hero Pon, you fight Dino Beast, be Hero Pon, and he's just sort of thrust upon us because he's just an irresponsible person. But like by the end of the game, he's the hero of his village. But the dude in Xenoblade 2, not a great storyline. Got myself a blade bird. Well, I wasn't planning on doing every single side quest. Okay, we're not getting out there anytime soon. So yeah, in the original game, in Xenoblade, oh, fuck this for that.
We can't lose!
In the original game, when you got you see the bar in the top left-hand corner? When you get that full, you could do a series of super duper moves. And like, every single fight, you could lean on that to win them. And it's not in this game, because plot reasons it can't be in this game. So they've replaced it with you just having these team of eggs follow you around occasionally. Like, that forces you to do side quests. So I guess I should just be concentrating on doing the side quests more to make that stronger. Because you can't really control it, they just turn up.
We can definitely do this! It's over!
Kino could have knocked that one out. Did Nene knock off socks?
Yeah. I also like the little icon things. So, this, you see right at the bottom here, it says Stream Edge inflicts break on enemies in front. Every single Xenoblade game has this. There are some moves... there are some moves that inflict break, they'll be pink. And that essentially means they're sort of dazed. But if you could, while they are dazed, if you inflict topple, they become toppled. So now they're sort of double dazed. And while they're toppled, you can inflict a third one. You can daze them. Sorry, I shouldn't have used the word daze. The point is, there's 3 layers, right? Yeah. It goes pink, green, yellow, essentially. And like, notice that he only has he doesn't have the second one. So I always need somebody to do this green move here. So that's sort of how the fights work in this game. In a difficult fight, you have to use these moves because you do lots of damage during them, and they're not doing any damage to you while they happen. But the thing is, the super move in the original game, what the super move did was it gave you you could choose three free moves. It paused time, said pick a spell, right, player 2 pick a spell, and so you could line up, and every single boss in the game was essentially susceptible to this. You'd get a free extra strong round. And the thing is, it wasn't always 3, sometimes it kept going because you had to kind of get a timing puzzle down, so you could go, and every time you did it, it got like a ×3, ×4. You did more damage on top of that. It's not as interesting as the battle system from Xenoblade 2, but it's, it's Xenoblade 1, so... But, like, they've taken that away. And I'm just relying on dudes turning up. And I guess, as I said, I guess I should be trying harder to do these quests to make that stronger. I guess that's what I'm supposed to be doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try fighting the boss again now, and if that does not work, that's what I'll literally do. I'll concentrate on doing those side quests. But, like, it's just weird. It's just out of my control now. Oh, poor Kino. Must remember to turn casual off. But we've made our move stronger now, so.
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights.
World!
Your blood's got what they deserve.
Alright, I'm feeling it.
Other things are certain moves work. See, he's dazed now. Work better from different angles, so you're rotating yourself around. Other than that, this game works like an MMO.
You think you know my mind, impotent fools. You know nothing. Know your place. Well,
So I'll give this game this. They actually did find posh people in this game to do that guy's voice. That is a genuine posh accent he has. Okay, yeah, we're doing a lot stronger. Probably because I upgraded all my abilities, but... Fucking hell, I was doing great until the game just decided to destroy me. We can do it though. I don't need to go off. I just need to not get myself exploded like that. Fuck off, gameplay tip. I'm doing fine.
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights.
We can definitely do
Know
this.
your place.
This is the Monado's power.
Your blood's got what they deserve.
This will be the mark.
He's driven me into a corner, which is not good.
I'm feeling it.
I love the bugs in these games. Okay, we managed to survive it, but we are on the ground. But yeah, oh yeah, we can also, they can daze us as well. These moves I just described, that's a two-way street. No, one of the potatoes. I'll save you. Pesky bee. Where did he die? I need him back.
You're all right, Kino.
Kino is back. You can do it.
Fuck.
Up you get, Nene.
All right.
This isn't going well.
You can do it. Go with you.
Fuck. Okay, no, it doesn't seem like we're
Ready and able.
quite strong enough. Pesky bees. Fuck off, casual mode. I know what casual mode. I'm not fighting a boss on casual mode. Okay, quest log. How do I tell the important ones? I can't tell.